Hello friends, welcome to the startup track. Yeah, today we're talking about how do actually customers commit. Yeah, we're talking about how do customers commit. How do you know if they are committed to your idea, your product or your service? How do you know if it's not just a friend zone? How do you know if those compliments actually mean something? We're talking about that today. And this is interesting to me because I once fell for this. I was starting an internet company, so I was telling people about my idea, how great my idea is, and I was seeking approval. So they always told, almost everyone I talked to told me that my idea was great and it's interesting. I should keep going. I should keep them in the loop. They'll be happy to know each and every detail. Some told me that I should inform them when the launch date approaches or when the product is actually ready so that they can try it. And then I was excited. I thought they meant it. And as it turned out, no. They were just being nice. They didn't want to tell me. They didn't want to hurt my ego because they knew what I wanted. They knew what I wanted to hear. And here's the fun fact: when people know what you want to hear, they'll always tell you that. Almost everyone, they'll always tell you that if they know you want to be told you are beautiful, that's what you'll get. Because they know if they say something else, they're actually hurting your ego. They don't want to do that. They don't want you to feel bad, so they will lie to you. What's nice about this is that you are in control. You can either do something about it or just do nothing. So you can control the situation and get facts from almost each and every customer, even if it's your friend. Yeah, it depends on how you ask questions, on the quality of the questions you ask. Now, I'm going to tell you point number one. There are 3 types of customer commitments you should be aware of. And let's talk about the first one. The first one is the time commitment. To know that a customer is committed to your product, service or idea, or a partner or a friend, whatever. To know they are committed, it's not just about buying it or whatever, but it's actually, even if they invest time, it means they are committed. They can see the vision. They trust you or they trust the idea enough to invest their own time. I'll give you an example of how customers or partners invest time in a certain idea. You tell your partner, let's say you have a business partner or a co-founder, and you tell him that to improve your service and offer your customers full control, you have to start up a website so that customers can access your services full time or from any region around the world. Now, if your partner agrees to that and is committed to that vision, the way to find out is not about them paying up for the website, hiring a web developer and all that. Even if they invest time doing research on how to actually do this website and how to market it and how to do whatever, if they invest their time in whatever way, it means there's a bit of a commitment there, because people don't want to invest their time in useless things, in things that they don't believe in. If someone can invest even if 30 minutes talking with you about your idea, it means they believe in your idea. They are committed, or at least you can believe. I was still telling you more about my story of my internet company. So when the product is done, I approached almost all of those people who said that I should keep them in the loop and my product seems interesting. They would like to hear about the launch. When I told them the product was ready, most of them didn't even try it out. Most of them said that they are still busy. They'll see it when they are free. I should give them the domain so that they can access it. as it turned out, only one of them actually did visit the site, and he also didn't offer any feedback. I had to ask him, hey, did you visit the site? And he said, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I did. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. So what? And then I asked him, did you sign up? No, I forgot about that. I'll check it later. And I got a clue. These people didn't actually buy on my vision. They were just friend zoning me. So I can help you prevent all that from happening to you. Let's talk about the second commitment. At the end of this video, I'll give you a bonus point on how to actually prevent this. Let's talk about the second commitment. The second commitment is a reputation risk. Yeah, it's a reputation risk. If they can risk their reputation, it means they buy into your ideas. If they can, the examples of this are, if they can post about your idea on their social media, it means they buy into your idea such that they are willing to risk being perceived by their followers a certain way, because they are now becoming your billboard. The other examples, when they write something like a blog or a case study about your product or your service, or they agree to take interviews with you about your product, it means they are willing to risk their followings and how other people perceive them. Because if you can recommend something and I try it and I don't like it, it means I won't trust you any longer. Okay guys, before we continue, if you find this video helpful, you might as well hit the like button. And if you're getting any value from the content we're offering in this channel, you should subscribe so that you don't miss any upload and you get it as soon as we release a new video. Okay, let's continue. Now let's talk about the third commitment. The third commitment is the financial commitment. Now, if someone can take out their credit card or their cash, their hard-earned cash, and pay for something, it means they can trust you. They buy into that vision or that product or that service. They believe they believe that it has the power or the ability to solve their problems. If for example, someone can, by seeing the title of a book, if they can buy your book before reading it or anything, it means the cover of your book was persuasive enough to cause them to buy into the vision of what might be inside that book. Or sometimes that's why people order something before it's actually even on the market. They believe it's what they want, so they are willing to risk their finances for it. Some other forms of financial commitment are pre-orders, orders and sales, and etc. So you get the idea. If someone can take their money, remember, money is a form of value. It's a form of energy stored. Someone worked hard enough so that they can be paid that amount of money, and they kept it. It means they kept a certain form of energy. Now they are giving it to you. They are giving you your energy because they believe they'll get something in return when your product launches. They believe it's what they wanted. They believe it's valuable enough for them to risk parting with their energy, because they'll get more energy back when the launch date approaches. I believe you got that. Now, before we get to the bonus point, as I've promised, let's go to the question of the day. The question of the day is, have you ever felt tricked by customers who told you that, or partners who told you the product you are working on or your idea or your project is interesting, that they are willing to see it when it launches? Some even told you that they'll be the first ones to buy, such that you became motivated to work on it right away without any further validation from real data. and then when it launches, no one actually bought it. Yeah, tell us how that happened in the comment section below. We'd like to hear from you. The bonus point is that problems are not equal. As I've told you, entrepreneurship is about solving problems or improving upon certain solutions which are not as good as they should be. Now, the problem with the problems is that the problems are not equal. Some problems don't really need a solution. I'll give you an example of the problems I have. I have a problem with my pockets for my pants. They are not as deep as they should be. I believe that. So sometimes my phone slips out, and that's a problem, right? You believe. Before you ask if how can you solve that, you should be interested in knowing if that problem is painful enough for me to pay for its solution, because it might turn out that I don't really need the solution, I just want to complain about it. There's a difference between customers and complainers, so you should be aware. You might work 10 years only to find out that people are just complainers, not actually customers. Let me tell you, I will never pay for that solution, or at least not in the near future, because it's not a big deal for me. Plus, I can always put my phone in other pockets, like in my jacket. I don't really need to put it on my pants. If you are solving it, what do you think I'll complain about? Do you think I'll need to seek another complaint? No, I want to complain about my pants. I want to continue complaining. So don't solve my problem. That's the difference between customers and complainers. We should look for customers, not complainers. Customers, how do you find out if someone is a customer? A customer has been seeking a solution. They know they have a problem. They know they need a solution fast, and they've tried to solve the problem on their own. So it will be easy to sell to them than those who haven't tried a solution. If someone didn't try a solution, it means it's not really of a big deal. Thank you. I'll see you on the next video.